Well, I'm kind of interested. Yeah, these you don't really. I mean, you have a scene in front of you, but in terms of like the color or some of the movement, you don't really know exactly until you print it up what it's going to look like.
These.
Yeah.
On my contacts, or even sometimes my negatives, the pictures I'm going to use stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I try, a lot of them I try more than once or different occasions, or sometimes I'll find half a dozen of the same thing over and over again on the film, but one works and the others don't.
Yeah.
It's remarkable.
That's just the way photography is, I guess.
Part of it's odds, yeah.
I mean, it's just, yeah, I know that feeling that you look at a contact sheet and...
When I'm somewhere to take pictures, I mean, on the job is another thing. If I have a job to do, it's like, I don't have any me.
Yeah.
And it gets turned off,
right.
And I flop out later at the hotel or whatever. But when I'm living there and kind of doing these experiences, if I have a lot of money for a lot of film, I do much better.
Do you get turned on more by actually doing the image or printing it up later, or both?
Oh, I don't get off in the darkroom at all.
I don't either. It's too much work.
Horrible. But yeah, I have a good time while I'm taking the pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very real for me.
Yeah.
That I know that what I'm photographing is only in my head, not on the paper in my head, but not in reality, like right on that stage below the screen.
Yeah.
No one knew what was going on. I got one picture that's showing the whole audience, lit pretty well.
Yeah.
And it's probably that shot you described.
Yeah.
So that's a couple minutes or something like that. They didn't move that much.
So when you first started photographing, what kind of images did you do? I mean,
portraits.
I know you were here.
It all focused when I was in Italy and hanging out with the Navy band. They start introducing all this music to me in the early 50s. And Sarah Vaughan and Chris Connors and June Christie and a lot of jazz singers at that time. It was before Ella would bring out her 38 number albums. So I decided I liked the photography that was going down the albums. That's what I wanted to do. So when I came out here, most of the people I liked in jazz were gone. A lot of the musicians killed on the road between gigs. A lot of the singers gone on to other things. And then suddenly I was confronted with Johnny Mathis and Mel Torme, featured as the new jazz singers in the downtown clubs.
Yeah.
And I thought I had to draw the line there. So I went on to artists. And that lasted till I finally realized I was never going to sell stuff except to moms if I was going to do portraits. So I switched to night landscapes.